How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about BBIG. I know many are saying, Dre, we need that update video. Do you see it pull back inside the market? And I'm saying, of course. We also talked about this inside of the Discord, and now I'm going to be talking about it with you guys in this video. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. When this stock pulls back, what are some areas that you want to keep an eye on? We've been covering this for quite some time on the channel, and many are finding it as a helpful guide. Then we're going to take a look going on Fintel at the short interest information. We want to know, does this play continue to have short squeeze potential, and is the short volume ratio actually going down? This is very key to know because it is going to contribute to the overall volatility. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. We want to see, are institutions loading up on shares? If they're loading up on shares, then we can look forward to seeing a bullish spike. If not, then things can definitely go the other way very quickly. And then we're going to be going into the final thoughts and sharing some more details, so let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $6.77, being down 7.01%. On the low, it tested $5.93, and then on the high, testing $7.65. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 55.989 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 92.552 million shares. So you can see we continue to have below average volume, and this does have an impact on the overall stock. Now, when we take a look at the 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it's pretty much right in the middle there, right at 50.54. When we take a look at the moving averages on our chart, you can see we have strength above the 200-day, the 50-day, but we are below the 21-day EMA. So one thing that we want to take into consideration, we ended up testing a low of $5.93 on the day. So as far as going into tomorrow, if we do test this level again, you're going to want to see some strength above it. If we do decide to end up breaking through it, then the next level of support that you want to look out for to hold will be right here around $5.29. Now, as far as for the bullish case scenario here, so we ended up seeing a high of $7.65 on the day. So what you want to look out for going into the open, you're going to want to see some strength at the $7 level. If we could hold up this $7 area, especially for the first 30 minutes or the first hour and a half, then we can look forward to seeing that move going to $7.65 and possibly getting here to $8. Do keep in mind this will be an area of resistance, and it's also going to be a psychological level. But if we're able to have a lot of buying volume coming through the stock, we could easily push through that, grab the attention of traders, and start seeing a move to the upside. So we're going to take a look at the recent short interest information for BBIG. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 1.5 million, updated 15 minutes ago, and the short borrow fee rate is at 31.86%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 17th, it was at 41.99, and then the close for yesterday, it was at 33.71. So we can see that short volume ratio has been going down, so shorts have been covering their positions, but we've also realized there has been a lot of pressure on the overall stock price. So keeping that in mind, what we want to look forward to going into tomorrow is more volume and increased buying pressure. This play thrives on that. These shorts are benefiting from seeing the price being driven down. So just know that that's why there's so much volatility, and I can't wait to see what the numbers will be later on in the evening. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So we could see on the inflow it was at 85.25, and then on the outflow it was at 89.04. On the large, you can see it was at 2.22. Keep in mind this is in the millions. And on the medium, it was 57.12, and then on the small, it was 25.91. When we take a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large it was 1.77, on the medium it was 60.99, and then on the small it was 26.28. 8. So we could see as far as on the retail side, we had a surplus in regards to selling. When we see it on the medium side, we also had a surplus in regards to selling. But one thing to keep in mind, and we're going to take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, we can see the large orders ended up beating the outflow side, and we see a difference of 443.2. So institutions are loading up on shares of BBIG, and I'm going to bet that they were doing it when it had its pullback. So what this tells us, yes, we can look forward to seeing a further spike inside of this stock. I can't tell you exactly when that's going to be happening or what that price is actually going to be, but that is just something that I want you to keep in mind and also be aware of, because if we do end up having a lot more volume coming in, remember, volume is very key, then we can look forward to seeing the buying pressure and the move that we want to see as far as seeing the stock price actually start going back to that $7 range and then making that move to 8. Now, let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for BBIG, this is a stock that continues to have a lot of demand. We're seeing institutions who are purchasing up shares, and we do see some interest on the retail side, but do keep in mind, since it did pull back quite a bit, there was a lot of selling pressure, and from the order flows, it was clear to see that. When we went on Vinco, we could see in regards to the short interest, it still continues to have short squeeze potential, but we can also see a decrease in the short volume ratio. So I'm assuming while the stock is pulling back, shorts are taking advantage in regards to actually, starting to cover their positions. And the reason why we need to pay attention to this, because I'm going to bring it up again, I know I sound like a broken record, is looking at the volume. If the volume continues to decrease, as you know, the volume has been on a decline, then the stock price is going to pull back. Many people are going to be like, hey, why am I in this stock when the price is going down? And then on top of that, taking the volatility that's going down inside of the markets. We do have the Fed meeting that's going down tomorrow. So many people are going to be like, hey, I'm not going to be holding this stock. It is not worth it. They're going to be moving their money into other plays. So you have to know, and when you're in stocks like these, especially short squeeze stocks, meme stocks, and so on, you have to know as far as how long the lifespan is, you have to have a strategy. And what do I mean by that? When it comes to BBIG, I refuse to hold shares overnight. I know many of you do hold shares and you're saying, well, you know what, we're waiting for that pop. Can that pop happen? Most definitely, but I don't want to be the person who's riding the elevator up and down. And I talk about this inside of the Discord. I know many people who are shareholders of BBIG have joined my Discord and were telling me like, hey, I'm in with this particular type of a position. What do you see happening? And part of the reasons why that question is coming up, not only do they have a position, it's due to the fact that, you know what, they put in too much of their portfolio when it comes to this play. And this is one thing I want to emphasize. Plays like these, you do not want it taking up the majority of your portfolio because, like I said, there's so many things in regards to taking in opportunity costs. There are other plays that are running up that you could be a part of, but you're stuck in this one. Yeah, I know many people are going to watch this video like, why are you saying this right now? I'm just saying this because I'm trying to educate you and inform you, and at least for the next play that comes up, you'll know how to have a strategy to actually execute well and not have to go through all of the fluctuations, the downsides, the hills and the valleys, and so forth. But as far as for BBIG is concerned, I do see another spike that is coming, so you just have to continue to be patient, and I will continue to keep you guys updated as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.